Hi everyone, I'm Adam Miller from the Archery Shop, and today is the 11th of October 2020. I'm currently at the Laleham Archery Club's UK record status Albion. This tournament is usually held at this time of year, so it's usually the last UK record status tournament of the year, so it's fairly busy most years. It usually rains, but today it's been quite nice weather, which is a nice surprise. With all of the restrictions in place for social distancing, it's been quite a complicated tournament to organise, so you probably haven't seen many tournaments around this year. So what I'll do a bit later is talk you through the changes that have been made, the new layouts on the range, just to give you an idea in case you haven't had a chance to shoot at any so far this year, and in case you want to try any later on. That's it for now, and we'll see how the tournament progresses.
Alright, so at the target you can see 4 marked off boxes. That's just to make sure the archers maintain social distancing while at the target. Then you have the drop line and the shooting lines, most targets. Then you have the waiting line, and again there's marked off sections to keep people far enough apart and somewhere to store the equipment. And then you have the tent line. This is where things change a little bit. So now we've got marked off areas for all 4 archers on each target to separate their equipment and to set up their tents if they have any, or somewhere just to keep all of their equipment, and to put a chair for when they have breaks or when they have lunch, just to make sure people are spaced apart enough and there's enough equipment space for everybody. It's something I'd like to see at more tournaments as time goes on, because it's a lot better than having a forest of tents that you would normally have and try to work your way through during a tournament. So this really helps to keep things neat and tidy and so much easier for everybody. Now, as you see it on the actual field, you'll see there's plenty of space around for everybody. All the tents are nicely spaced out, plenty of space to walk around, lots of space for all the archers. And on the shooting line, you haven't got everybody squashed together, so there's lots of space and it's a lot more comfortable to shoot. So it's been really enjoyable.
Right, so we've just finished the first 3 dozen at 80 yards. In case you haven't shot an Albion before, we shoot 3 dozen at 80 yards, 3 dozen at 60 yards, and 3 dozen at 50 yards. So at each distance we'll have a little bit of a break, just so they can move the targets, check the distances before we start again. And in this tournament things have been a little different because we've had to have 2 people scoring all of the arrows. They've done this just to make sure that only one person touches each score sheet. So we'll have 2 different people writing down the scores so we can then compare their results just to make sure everything is the same. At the end of the competition, all of the score sheets will be put into a box and probably left for about 48 hours at least before anybody else touches them again. The only downside with that means we won't get any of the results for probably about a week. So it takes away a bit of the pressure because you don't really know how well you're doing. You can only compare it against your previous results. So we'll be starting again soon, so we'll catch you again later.
So if you've never actually been to a tournament like this, it is really worth doing. One of the best things about archery as a sport is the fact that you get to shoot with some of the best people in the world. There's been many occasions where I've been on the shooting line with international archers, and it really, really is a good experience. Even if you've never shot at a tournament before, everyone there is usually really nice and really helpful, and you will really enjoy yourselves no matter what your skill level is. So if you do get a chance, please do go to a tournament. You wouldn't regret it. It's really good fun.
We've now reached the end of the tournament. Everybody's just packing up all of their equipment. Nobody really knows how everybody else is shot. Again, we won't know the results for probably about a week. It's been a pretty good event. It's nice to see all those people that I haven't seen for a while, and it's nice to see people from different clubs because it's been quite lonely on the fields for most people at the moment. A big thank you has to go out to the judges for being here for this event, all of the helpers from Laleham Archery Club, and of course to Amanda Clement, who was the organiser for this event, and it's been good fun. So hopefully we'll get the results soon, and we'll catch you again another time. Have a great day, and hopefully I'll see you on the shooting line soon.
If you'd like to know more or have any questions, come and visit us at thearcheryshop.co.uk.